What's up, Wretched Nation? So this video was supposed to have a bunch more on it, but I had some GoPro issues. I went wheelie practicing earlier, did okay, nothing too crazy. It was about 91 degrees when I went out, but I wanted to get out before people started driving home from work and doing all that. And we had a couple good ones, nothing too crazy, but I kept struggling with the camera, and I struggled like 2 days ago when I filmed the last video. I couldn't figure out why. The camera kept locking up on me, wouldn't record, wouldn't do anything, and then I would have to take the battery out, put it back in, and it would probably record like one video. Couldn't figure out why, and so I messed with it. It didn't record any of me riding, and today. And when I went upstairs, kind of Googled it, tried to figure it out, and they said something about the SD card, and I looked and realized I grabbed the wrong SD card. I grabbed one for the other GoPro. So that's formatted differently, and now should be good to go and fixed. But we did go wheelie practicing, didn't really get much done, is what it is. But we do have the shoes that we're going to be dropping. When you see this video, they actually should be available right now. They're going to be available for the month of August. They're custom made Vans. These that I'm showing you are not Vans. They're a prototype pair. We just got a cheap pair of canvas shoes, and we're going to seal them and see how they work. But let's look at them. All right, these are the shoes. They're just like a cheap pair of shoes. The wife's been wearing them, so they're already kind of dirty, but we're gonna seal them and just test it out and see how that goes. But we got a can of sealant. It's made for like acrylic, but this should work. I'm just trying to put something on there to help prevent water damage and or smudging or possibly dirt, but we'll seal it and see how it goes. All right, we got a can of sealer. It should help out some. I'm not gonna make any claims that these things are waterproof or sealed, but put a little bit of paper in the sole so none of this will get in the sole. But we're basically just going to lightly spray this, and we're gonna have to do a bunch of coats. Probably going to end up with 3 or 4 coats. We'll go ahead. I got to wait about 15 minutes in between those. So we'll get all that knocked out, see how they look. All right, guys, it's the next day. By the time I finished all the coats on the shoes and then gave them plenty of time to dry, the sun was already pretty much going down and it had gotten late. So I just figured we'd do it the next day. And man, is it hot out here. But let's check out these shoes, and I'm pretty happy with them. But these have been worn, so they're definitely a little dirty before we sealed them. I did spray or pour some water on a couple of the designs and then tried to rub it and smudge the designs, and it wouldn't do it. So I'm pretty happy about that. I guess sealing them definitely did pretty good, but these are just the prototypes. As you see, the designs aren't perfect and there are some marks on there. But I'm pretty stoked about these. I hope you guys are too. I'm pretty happy the way these turned out. I really like the design, and I have been already getting a little bit of feedback on Instagram, so I definitely appreciate that. And we'll see how they come out. We're gonna have the real ones come in today, hopefully, and get some pictures of them and everything, get the website ready. But I'm stoked. I hope you guys are. Definitely comment down below what you think. I mean, I understand they're not everyone's taste, but you can still appreciate things that you're not quite into, but we'll see how they go. After that, let's hop back on this dyno, see if we can't do a little bit of wheelie practice today. See how it goes. Hopefully we don't burn ourselves up in this heat. I gotta head into town anyways to meet the wife for dinner later, so we'll try to be a little constructive on that.
Alright guys, let's see if we can't get a little bit of footage in today and right the wrong that we had yesterday. It is definitely just as hot as yesterday. It's like 91 degrees. I think, at least in my area, it's supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far. And it definitely feels like it. Alright, let's see if we can't make it out a little bit. bad. We're definitely leaning to the left a little bit. Biggest thing I'm trying to overcome right now is not even necessarily trying to get an awesome wheelie or anything like that. I'm just trying to overcome that feeling of wanting to let out of the throttle, and I'm just trying to commit. Whether it's like a higher wheelie or just holding the wheelie out longer, I'm just working on that commitment. Got a lot of traffic for only like 4 o'clock. Alright, I'm feeling more comfortable. The biggest thing is just getting that feeling of like butterflies in the pit of your stomach out. You get more used to how it feels. Man, there's a car and somebody out here now. I try not to cause too much havoc. I'm not too far from the house, and I really don't want people to necessarily see me because I don't want them calling the cops. Because I don't want to, I'm not too far from the house, and I'm not really worried about the police, but at the same time, I don't want them looking for me either, That wouldn't be the best scenario, and I totally get it, so I might do a little bit here, a little bit there, but I'm not going to sit here and try and do it over and over and over and all the time. I just want to be somewhat respectful, so hopefully, if they see me, they just kind of nod their head and it's cool. Nobody calls the cops and tries to complain, because once that happens and you start having people looking for you, I'm sure it's going to be nothing but problems. They probably think I'm just out here, burning tires, doing dumb shit for no reason, and I'm just trying to practice wheelies, that's all. Well, we didn't do nothing with spin there, so I figured I would just ride that one out. But we had a few decent wheelies there. Two big things. I had one that I definitely held out a little bit longer, kind of chased that out a little bit. Of course, that one I was chasing out, I needed to turn right, and the bike was going left, so I don't really think there was any more I could do to make it go any further anyways. The front end was coming down. A little back spot is a little bit of a sweet spot, but I almost never see cars when I turn around on that little school. But saw a few cars today, so it's getting closer to 5 o'clock. Probably not going to have any luck on the streets. Would be nice. Like I said, it'd be really nice to get a session done. I need to cool off before we do that. Going back and forth in the parking lot, that'd be brutal right now with how hot it is. But I'm digging it. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm getting that front end up and holding it a little bit longer, and I'm not getting as nervous. Other than seeing a car and knowing that I wasn't going to chase the bike out, I never let out of the throttle today. I could probably give it a lot more throttle, maybe a little bit faster once I get it up. I think that's one thing I could try to start adding is, I can only give it so much throttle to get it started, but if I can start trying to apply more throttle as it's coming up and help it come up a little bit more, even if I don't bring it all the way up, I can chase it out a little bit longer. That would be pretty dope. I know I'm not going to get it like at 12 o'clock or anything like that. What makes me the most nervous about this bike is my air cleaner. If it was mid-controls, probably wouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to go through the process of paying all that money to switch a wide glide over to mid-controls, because you got to change the outer primary. But I can't cover the brake on this bike. When I have to hit the brake, I don't know if you can see, but I already have to cock my foot way over. And, you know, regular riding and slowing down, that's fine. But I can't cover it. I can't comfortably cover the rear brake and get myself into a position where I'm comfortable trying to lift the bike up. You know, maybe with time we can work on that. Obviously, I'm not filming this because I can do Harley wheelies, or I'm good at it, or any wheelies for that matter. I recorded just for myself mainly, so I can kind of see how things look, and just for progression purposes. You know, I'm doing way better than I was when I first started trying, and most of that is just learning what the bike wants and how it actually works. I remember the first few times I went out, I was happy just to get the front wheel off the ground at all. You know, I might go out and spin 17 times and get that front end to come off the ground just a little bit, once or twice. And I'd be happy with that, just because that's all I could do and that's all I knew. But now, you know, I'm progressing a little bit better and getting better. I've been super lazy about practicing it this year, but it's making me want to get like a little sporty and build it just for that purpose. I got a buddy of mine who would definitely be down, Justin with Street Glide. I'm sure he'd be down to try it and work on that bike with me. I had that bike, Street Glide, I had that $2,000 Sportster in the spring. I should have kept it, but you know, I didn't. The money was there to get rid of it. It was such a good deal to flip, but I just got rid of it. I definitely could have kept it, but you know, hindsight's 2020. But I appreciate you guys checking this video out. Who knows if you came here for the custom shoes or the Harley wheelies? Why don't you comment down below? Let me know what you came here for if you made it this far. Chances is you haven't, but hey, if you have made it this far, drop a comment. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I always try to comment back. I love seeing all the comments down there. You know, puts a smile on my face and lets me know there's people out there enjoying this and actually watching the videos. That's pretty cool. But custom shoes coming out. As you're seeing this video, they should be available now. If I'm not a total idiot, I'll have the link down in the description for the shoes themselves, and obviously the link to the you know, the web page, the store for everything. But I definitely appreciate you guys checking it out. I hope you like the shoes. I hope they're dope. And you know, hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But as always, and most importantly, keep it wretched.